Hello, welcome to Writings from the Hills. This week I am spotlighting a very tiny book, Fort Ancient. This book is very small. It is only 40 pages long. It is an older book. It was published in 1965, originally copyrighted in 1946. It was printed by the Ohio State Archaeological and Historical Society, which changed its name in 1954 to the Ohio Historical Society, located in Columbus, Ohio. And I'm going to be reading from the first section, the Fort Ancient and its Prehistoric Peoples. And this actually has a few pictures, as you can see, that are available in the book to make things a little bit more interesting. They are black and white considering when the book was published. The Fort Ancient State Memorial features two outstanding prehistoric Indian sites: the Fort Ancient Earthworks and the Anderson Village site. The memorial area, located in Washington Township, Warren County, Ohio, about 7 miles east of Lebanon, the county seat, is situated on the east bank of the Little Miami River. It may be reached by State Route 350 from the State Routes 3, 123, or Interstate Route 71. The Fort Ancient Earthworks description. The Fort Ancient Earthworks are situated on the east side of the Little Miami River, on a bluff rising about 270 feet above the valley floor. The earthen walls of the fort follow the irregular edge of the hill that is practically isolated from the general upland area by deep ravines. The fort is bound on the west by the steep slopes facing the Little Miami River, on the east and southeast by the ravine of Cow Run, and on the north by the gully of the Randall Run. These two streams, which flow directly into the river, have cut their deep but short valleys down through the overlying Illinoisan glacial till into the inner bedded shales and limestone of the Ordovician period. And I may have mispronounced that. The walls of the enclosure are composed primarily of earth, but in a number of places slabs of limestone were used with the apparent purpose of holding the earth in place. These walls vary in height from about 4 feet to 23 feet. The position or orientation of the walls was determined by the irregular edge of the hill. They are not continuous, but are broken by several openings or gateways. Most of these openings seem to be intentional, although some have been caused by eroding gullies. At the base of the walls, at numerous points of the interior of the enclosure, and in several places in the exterior, are irregular depressions. These depressions, which vary in depth from 1 to 2 or 3 feet, were originally much deeper, but gradually have been filled with earth from the walls and organic matter. Ponds have been formed in some of them in several places, and earth for the construction of the walls was taken from these depressions as well from the general surface of the interior of the enclosure. The highest wall of the enclosure are those of the northeast portion. There were no ravines to set it off from the rest of the upland. Just to the northwest of the Great Gateway, number 19, where the hill is very steep, no wall was being built at all. And it goes on to show some, talks about the Hopewell Indians, and talks about some of the artifacts that have been found there. You will see there's pictures of some of the pottery that has been located at Fort Ancient. And then there is actually a diagram of the location. So if you would like to learn more about Fort Ancient, this pamphlet is available in our genealogy department. It is very small. It's a small book anyway, and it's very thin. It does have a bibliography, but I'm sure a lot of these books aren't even available anymore. If they are, they're definitely in used bookstores or libraries, just because of the date of the book itself. So it is a quick read if you want to see a little bit about what they thought about the Hopewell culture and Fort Ancient in the past. I hope you enjoy this book, and I will see you next time.